So now let's dive in to our friend.
Speaking of excited about something,
Jamie Foxx is apparently coming back to play Electro in Spider-Man 3. No, not Spider-Man 3 with Andrew Garfield. Spider-Man 3 with Tom Holland. And I'm going to start off because I believe that this is going to be, which I might be completely wrong, but I think this is going to be an effect from Doctor Strange 2 Multiverse of Madness. I think this man's is getting pulled over from one Spider-Verse into another Spider-Verse with this whole multiverse that, you know, Marvel and the MCU is going with. So that's my opinion. And another person said in Spider-Man 2, you know, with Andrew Garfield, it was a weird way how Electro died, and they said it could seem like he could possibly have been sent to another universe.
Yeah, I think, didn't he just like get electrocuted? I know it sounds kind of crazy,
but he had
literally what the guy does.
But it was like this red, like a red lightning or something. He had like blue lightning and was shooting it at, you know, Peter Parker, and he had the webs going, and they shot it back at him or something.
Well, Peter Parker and Gwen Stacy put their brilliant minds together, and realized what they could do to stop him. And I forget what that was.
Probably overcharging him.
Yes, yeah. I think you're right. I think that's what it was. I just watched it recently, but I think every time I try to give it another chance, I quickly try to forget like what I just watched, because it really is that bad. Like I didn't. You know what? Like, that's the thing is, you know, you watch the movie the first time, like, it wasn't really great. And then you kind of, you know, people love, like, I think people like get enjoyment somehow of like bashing films. And then I always go to myself, you know what? Let me revisit it because maybe it wasn't as bad. And then you watch it, like, holy shit, like this is
that bad.
Yeah, this isn't great at all. So I don't know, dude. Like this year, like I thought it could get any weirder with everything going on. Like this year is just. You know what I mean? And then the next thing you know, it's like you're gonna drop this on us. Jamie Foxx's Electro is coming back, and I'm like, I can't handle anymore with this quarantine and all this other.
Was he the villain that you would have loved to see come back from the old Spider-Man films to be in the MCU?
No. Listen, I think Jamie Foxx is a great actor. I really do. I have nothing against Jamie Foxx. I guess the writing for whoever did the writing for Amazing Spider-Man 2, his interpretation of Electro, the lines he was given was not as bad or as severe, but almost borderline Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mr. Freeze. He literally like that. Okay, so Batman and Robin exists, right? A lot of people have seen that. And you think that a lot of people, when writing superhero films from 1997 onward, they're like, okay, I'm learning something from this. Don't do that because this wasn't good. So never do that. Do the complete opposite. But from what I remember, he had some pretty awful pun lines like, you know, let's light things up. And I'm like, oh, like because you're Electro. Like, why? Why would you say that? What are you talking about? I think in comics, you can kind of forgive it. But on the big screen, when we're trying to take things seriously, unless you're making it a spoof kind of film and you're making fun of Spider-Man and his villains and the whole history of Spider-Man, there's no reason that once he's a villain, he has to like all of a sudden say puns that have to do with electricity. No one's going to take that shit seriously. So like when I heard this, I just kind of laughed because I was like, well, yeah, of course Jamie Foxx's Electro's coming back because the whole world's coming to an end. So might as well.
So you're saying in Flashpoint, you don't want to see Arnold Schwarzenegger back as Mr. Freeze?
You know what, man? At this point, I don't even know. I think to me, Batman and Robin has become this like great, like to me, it's become people put it on a pedestal, like not to honor it, but well, it's a great bad movie. You know what I mean? Like you watch it, you already know what you're getting into, and it's great to just like sit back and just enjoy this like train wreck and just laugh because it's become like this campy, over the top comedy almost of like superhero movies. But I don't know, dude. I don't know. I just didn't think. I didn't think his Electro was great. I mean, sure, bring him back, I guess, if you're going to rewrite it, and maybe he, the writers that are on board now for Tom Holland's movies, I think would hopefully learn from that. But The Amazing Spider-Man 2 was just kind of a dumpster fire of a movie.
Yeah.
It's just really, I don't know, unless you're like bringing all these Spider-Man films and stuff that have happened in the past, like you're just going to say, well, they're all part of a multiverse. And I guess, I don't know.
It's what DC's doing, after watching Crisis of Infinite Earths, that's pretty much what DC did. They said, hey, our CW Arrowverse is this main Earth, but look at all these other Earths that had, that shitty Green Lantern movie, and what about Titans and Swamp Thing? They all have their different Earths, and I think they saw that and, saw a vision of, hey, we can do this too, obviously, because we do have a multiverse. We've done it in the past. So why not try it and try to do it better? That's how I see it.
Yeah, I mean, hey, listen, I do. I enjoy Jamie Foxx. I was very excited when he was cast as Spawn, which unfortunately I don't think is ever going to happen.
It's so sad.
I love Django Unchained. I think Jamie Foxx is a hell of an actor, and he really takes on every role that he's a part of.
Yeah.
I just think that they did him dirty in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I don't know. I think him as Electro, if it was done differently, could be really sick. It could be really, really cool. So I don't know. I'm trying to be optimistic, Sure, but we'll see what happens. I just was not expecting to hear anything like that.
No, that was some interesting news coming out with other interesting news that we won't talk about. But yeah, the world's working in weird ways nowadays. It's kind of concerning.
Like nothing should surprise us, you know what I mean?
No.
But like it still does. But like 2020. Like 2019 was great. I mean, I got married that year. Things were cool. Things were normal. And then once 2020 hit, it was just like, and all of a sudden,
it's like Australia's burning, and Kobe Bryant dies, and then we got COVID-19, which is happening now 7 months later. It's what, and the best thing is, I saw on the internet the other day. Apparently, I think in Michigan or something, at like 3:30 in the morning, the government accidentally let out like a test warning, that there's 25 unidentified aircrafts in the sky to remain in your homes or something. So like, I think UFO invasion's coming soon, man. It's gonna cap off 2020 that way.
Did you see that video of the alien spaceship in New Jersey? Did you see that?
Yeah, but I don't know if I believe that.
I don't know about, same. Like, I don't know. Apparently it was like a blimp or something. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm watching the videos from the people who stopped on a highway to get out of their car and film. That thing that ain't no blimp. That looks like a flying saucer if I've ever seen one. I've seen Independence Day, man. I know what I'm talking about. That, I don't think that was a blimp. I don't know, but I'm just like, of course, alien. Well, see, the thing is, aliens would come now in 2020. They would see how much shit's going on here, and they would go, we're good. They
probably didn't land because they're probably like, we might die from that virus, so let's get the hell out and peace.
Like, these people have no idea how to control anything, so we're getting the hell out of here. We're gonna find some other world to take over because y'all gotta figure your shit out. So we're good. We're not.
You gotta clean this mess up before we take over, right?
Yeah, this is good lord. This looks like the Amazing Spider-Man 2 down there. We're getting the hell out of here. No way. Oh my god.
Well, with that being said, at least we have a nice pack of beer, 24 case of 24 different beers to enjoy sometime in the very near future. So that's exciting.
Thank God.
And yeah. I think that's a good time to wrap up. Thank you all for watching and listening, depending on where you're taking us in from. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see that Kevin's wifey did me up nice in the hair. No more wild jungles going on.
Cleaned you up good, dude.
Yeah. So if you listen to our podcast and you want to see this haircut, just shoot on over to YouTube. You'll see it. Looking nice. I feel like I lost 15 pounds, and it's been great.
So podcast-wise, if people want to listen to us, you can go to Apple Podcasts, Anchor, Spotify, right? Am I missing anything?
Google Podcasts.
I didn't even know Google had podcasts.
Yeah, there's also other platforms as well, like Radio Pocket or something. There's a few others we're on. We're on a total of 8. And if you do enjoy us, we'd appreciate it if you'd give us 5 rating, and also give a nice comment on why you enjoy us. So that way, other people take interest in us as well, and our community can grow all together.
Well said. Well said, Ty. Good job. Yeah, guys, please like, subscribe, comment. Let us know what you're drinking. Anything that you want us to talk about, whatever. We want to keep doing this for you guys. We love doing this. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Kev, as always, honor, privilege, a friend.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers.